I make this statement in a form of tribute for and on behalf of my siblings. Now, what we see here today, this crowd, this presence, is a manifestation of love over hate. It is a manifestation of love over any form of cruelty, of any form of political divisiveness, any form of ethnic and barbaric atrocity that is being perpetrated in Boku. Those of you who are very much aware of the situation in Boku would bear me out that with all due respect, Boku is no longer a place for the living. It is a sad, volatile zone. And what I decry the most is that when Philip was hesitant to go back to Boku after his study leave had expired, I pushed him to go. I kept telling him, bros, you would be promoted. Just go. Send your certificates and your cover letters. Just go and come back and join us in the law firm. I mean, you would even join the legal department in the service if there is one. He traveled on that fateful day with Harry Scotty, both of them traveling at the front seat. Harris brought Philip back in a body bag. Now, what happened that Easter Monday was not an accident. It was not a robbery. What happened that day was a carefully designed, properly planned, well orchestrated, thoughtfully calculated, and duly executed barbaric, cruel and gruesome act of murder. And I, Cephas, find it extremely difficult to forgive. Not even with the intervention of Christ himself. And I will not miss my words because I stand on this podium to speak the truth. That is what it is meant to be, the church. I find it extremely difficult to forgive. I will not ask Philip to rest in peace. It is his choice if he wants to rest in peace. If he does not want to rest in peace, I leave it to him. Philip hustled. You know, growing up, our mother's salary was so meager. I mean, the pay slip was always there. We saw it. A teacher's salary. In the 80s, 90s, what was that? We sometimes had to help on the farm. We brought produce to Kweve Market. Those of you who know Volta region, Kweve Market, to sell with our mother in the market. We strived. When Philip became an immigration officer, he spent his salary on all his siblings. There is not a single sibling of Philip who did not benefit from him. And what are we doing in the north? My learned friend, Mr. Techi, your men are there holding pens and notebooks in very beautiful and colored green uniforms. When I saw Aidia and Afari yesterday, my heart sank. They are totally deformed. And these are people that you seek to protect. And what are they doing to you? What are they doing to your men? The week in which Philip died, at least my own investigations as a lawyer showed that not less than 33 people died. The week after Philip died. In fact, they did not die, they were murdered. In fact, it was my intention to drive his vehicle to this premises for all of you to see what he went through. And if you were present with me at the funeral home on Thursday when he was being bathed, you count not less than 200 chickenpox kind of pores on his chest alone. He did not even have the opportunity to scream or shout. I know very well that the military is doing a good job up north, and I commend them. We've been assured that investigations are ongoing, but then, just like the journalist Ahmed Suale's investigations, just like my late Professor Bene, the law professor's investigations, the MP J.B. Dankwa's investigations, what have come out of them? I do not see any justice for my brother. We, the siblings, do not believe that anything will come out of this. There's going to be one pomp and pageantry of a ceremonial something. That is what we believe. We've lost someone who was going to become our mother's third lawyer. And at 79, she sits there very confused at the burial ceremony of his son. Now, those of you who killed Philip, those of you who had a hand in his murder, I want to tell you this. Shame on you. Shame on you. You cannot dim the light that shines in our home. You can only shake the foundation. You will never break the building. That mortal spirit is unbreakable. Philip has only lost his life. His dreams have been shattered. But you know what? You have failed. You have also failed. Because eventually we are all going to lie in this same 6 feet. And you see, what even hurts me the most is that the North, with all due respect and for records, what we all know is the most deprived in this nation. That region is the most deprived statistically. Poor health facilities, poor schools, parents cannot afford school fees, and so that is the hub of NGOs. Yet some of these people only take pride in what? Receiving weapons from politicians, from chiefs, from people who can afford to give them. You cannot afford 3 square meals for your own children. But what do? You smuggle weapons to kill yourselves. And in the process, you kill somebody who is there to serve you. 11 solid years. Philip was in the north. I refused to visit him because the first time I visited Tamale, which I'm told is the finest, I couldn't stand the heat. He stayed there for 11 years. And this is the price we have to take back to our father who is waiting. 89 years. Shame on you.